In today's video, we're going to be focusing on the top 10 loadouts to use on Rebirth Island. These weapons are specifically made for Rebirth because on Rebirth it is a smaller map, so you want to have those options that are going to be obviously faster time to kill in those close combat gunfights and just built for Rebirth. Rebirth is completely different to Caldera, so let's hop straight into it. The first weapon is going to be the Type 100. I've chosen this weapon because it has one of the fastest time to kills out of any SMG, so it's going to allow you to compete with basically any close range option whenever you're on Rebirth Island, and close range gunfights are very common. For this weapon, you want to use the recoil booster and then the rapid barrel. These are both going to increase the fire rate. You then want to use the 36 round magazine for the increase in damage, the lengthened ammo type, and this weapon is a little bit slow on the mobility side, so you want to use the folding stock, fleet, quick, the fabric grip, and skeletal underbarrel. All of those attachments are going to help increase the mobility, making this weapon a little bit quicker. The next attachment is going to be the slate reflector, and that is it for the loadout. Make sure to go ahead and use it. It's definitely one of the best. The next weapon is going to be the BAR. This is by far one of the best assault rifles, and it has one of the fastest time to kills, and it is incredibly accurate. So it's definitely going to help you win those longer range gunfights on Rebirth. The MX silencer and then the XL barrel are both going to increase the recoil control and the range. Then we're going to be going for the hand stop underbarrel, the 40 round magazine, the lengthened ammo type, the stippled grip tape, hard scope, and then for the stock we're going to be using the chariot stock. So all of these attachments basically help the overall accuracy, recoil control, etc. So these are very important attachments. The best attachment on this weapon, by the way, is this magazine right here. It's such a game changer whenever you stick it on because it makes the weapon have really low recoil and it increases the movement speed, which is great for Rebirth, and the fire rate as well. For the optic, you can use whatever you want. My favorite is the 2.5 times optic, and then we're going to be using fully loaded for the maximum ammo, and that is the full class. Next up, we have the UGR. Once again, one of the fastest time to kill SMGs in the game, so it's very important because close range gunfights happen so often on Rebirth, so you want to make sure you have the fastest time to kill SMGs. For this one, it's simple. There's only 5 attachments, which is what I like. I don't like the whole 10 attachments thing on all of the other weapons, but let's go ahead and get into the class. Here it is. So we've got the Tiger Team Spotlight, the Serpent Wrap, and the Skeletal Stock for the increase in mobility. Then we have the Task Force Barrel for the increase in range, and then the Grew Suppressor is going to help the recoil control. That is the full class. This is the AS44, and it is one of the best assault rifles at close range to use. The time to kill is through the roof on this thing, faster than actually most SMGs. This, we're going to be using the recoil booster for the increase in fire rate, and then you want to use the 400mm barrel. This is just going to increase the hip fire accuracy, and as it is a close range option, you're obviously going to be hip firing quite often. We're then going to be using the Carver foregrip to also increase the hip fire accuracy, the 50 round magazine, the lengthened ammo type. Then we're going to be using the pine tar grip for the recoil control and also the hip fire accuracy. Then you can use any optic of your choice. I like to use the slate reflector, and then for the stock we're going to be going for the remove stock, and then we're going to be using, doesn't really matter on this one, I would probably go with maybe gung ho or sleight of hand. Both of them are really good. And then fully loaded. So this is a hipfire build. As you can see, a lot of the attachments do increase the hipfire accuracy, but this weapon's time to kill at close range is insane. Next up is the Sten, one of the highest mobility SMGs in the game, and obviously high mobility on Rebirth is going to be key winning those close range gunfights, because there's always going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies after you at once, and having a fast class is going to allow you to obviously hit them with some movement and just outplay them a lot easier, and the time to kill is very quick on this one. So for this, we're going to be using the recoil booster and the rapid barrel to increase the fire rate. Then we're going to be using the power stock, the slate reflector. Then we're going to be using the hand stop underbarrel for the increase in recoil control, the 50 round drum, lengthened ammo type, stippled grip tape for the recoil control, acrobatic and quick, and that is the full class. The mobility is really high, time to kill is really high. Give it a go. Okay, so next up we have the Well gun. Definitely one of the best SMGs. Very accurate, good time to kill. All round, it's just such a reliable weapon. So for this one, we've got the recoil booster and the short barrel to increase the fire rate. Then we're going to be using the 40 round magazine, which also increases the fire rate and the accuracy and the movement speed, which is a great magazine. The lengthened ammo type, hand stop under barrel. The slate reflector, we're then going to be using the remove stock because it makes this weapon really quick. And then the stippled grip tape, fleet and quick, and that is the full class. Next up, another SMG. SMGs really do dominate Rebirth Island, and the H4 Blixen at the moment is definitely one of the top SMGs. It has one of the fastest time to kills, great mobility, and it's all round really good. So for this, we want to use the recoil booster and then the Johnson barrel. The recoil booster for the fire rate, the Johnson barrel is going to increase the damage. The hand stop on the barrel is going to increase the recoil control. The remove stock is going to make the weapon nice and quick. Slate reflector, or you can use any other optic, it's up to you. Then the Gorenko 54 round magazine, increasing the accuracy, all of that good stuff, the ADS, etc. Lengthened ammo type, fabric rear grip for the mobility, and then we're going to be going for fleet and quick, and that right there is the full class. Okay, the Vargo 52 is next, and this has one of the fastest and most ridiculous time to kills in the game. So this thing is super dominant. It can compete with basically any weapon at any range. This, we're going to be going for the Grew Suppressor and the Task Force barrel for the increase in recoil control, accuracy and range, etc. 60 round magazine, Spetness grip for the recoil control, and the Axle 3x scope. 5 attachments, I like it, nice and simple. This is the class, let's get into the next. Another assault rifle, the STG. This is just an old reliable. Every single time I use this, it never really like faults me. It's always good. You can always count on it. MX silencer and the 760mm barrel for the increase in range, accuracy, etc. 50 round magazine, hand stop underbarrel, lengthened ammo type. We're going to be using the polymer grip. 2.5 times optic. The weighted stock is going to help the accuracy quite a lot. Then we're going to be using sleight of hand and fully loaded. Let's get straight into the next one. The best weapon in the entire game at the moment is by far the NZ41. So obviously it's going to be super good. It has to be in this video. It is broken at the moment. Let's hop straight into the class. We have the MX silencer, the 2.5 times optic, the 50 round magazine, hand stop underbarrel, lengthened ammo type, stippled grip, brace, fully loaded, and then the E-Pack stock. And the biggest and most important attachment is the burst barrel. The burst barrel is actually going to break this weapon. If you use the burst barrel and toggle it to fully automatic, it makes the weapon have no recoil, really good time to kill, and it's just insane. This is the full loadout, and that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more, and if you made it all the way to the end, whenever we hit 90,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a 5,000 coin point giveaway. To enter, just subscribe and comment down below saying you want to enter. Peace out.